Warping is to warp a certain number of warps according to the length and width specified by the process design. Process engineering of parallel winding on warp beam or weaving beam with suitable and uniform tension. The warping process makes the warp package change from a winding bobbin to a warp beam or a weaving beam. Then through the sizing process to form a weaving beam. If what is made is a weaving beam, it is provided to the drawing-in process. Further preparations are made for the warp system that makes up the fabric. In the textile preparation process, there are winding, warping, sizing, and so on. The processing quality of the warping process directly affects the production efficiency and fabric quality of the subsequent processing. Need to pay attention to every detail. Warping in batches first. A part of the total number of warp yarns required by the full-width fabric is wound into several warp beams. Then several warp beams are combined by a sizing machine or combined by a parallel machine and then wound on the weaving beam. To meet the requirements of the number of roots, shaft warping is characterized by fast warping speed and high productivity, which is suitable for mass production. Glass fiber mesh cloth machine is based on glass fiber silk fabric, coated with polymer anti-emulsion soaking. Therefore, it has good alkali resistance, flexibility and high tensile strength in warp and weft directions. It can be widely used in thermal insulation, waterproof, fire prevention, crack resistance, etc. of the inner and outer walls of buildings. The production of glass fiber mesh cloth requires weaving equipment. The weaving equipment pulls the warp alternately up and down through the two handles and passes the weft into the intersection between the two rows of warp through the weft insertion mechanism. At this time, a weft pushing mechanism is also needed to send the weft into the weaving mouth, so as to ensure the compact arrangement of each weft and form a great cloth with the warp. EMI. The mesh cloth produced by this machine can be divided into 0.5 米, 1.8 米 and 2 米 in various specifications according to the width. 1.2 米, 1.5 米. The density of the mesh cloth can be adjusted between 5 米 ash and 12 米 ash. The overall dimensions of the machine equipment are 2 meters in length, 1.5 meters in width, and 1.5 meters in height. The power used is a 1.5 Q-power motor. The weight of the machinery and equipment varies from 0.5 tons to 1 ton due to different specifications. Since the specifications of each machine are different, users can order from our factory according to the actual required width. This machine has good performance, energy saving and labor saving, and it is a fully automatic loom.